Overnight live streaming is trending on YouTube, and today I am excited to show you how to create stunning AI generated visuals, like the one you're watching right now. We're going to be using free and accessible tools. You will learn step by step how to turn these into copyright-free content to boost your watch hours. While I'm going to be focusing on horizontal live streams created on my laptop, these tips can easily be adapted for vertical streams on your phone. We're going to be using a mixture of free tools. ChatGPT, absolutely unbeaten for brainstorming ideas and generating prompts. Then Ideogram, for quality AI images that stand out. Canva needs no introduction really. Then we're going to go to an AI app called Hailuo.AI to generate short video clips. Then of course we're going over to YouTube audio library to find the perfect copyright-free music to set the mood for our live stream. And then CapCut for editing the final video. And then I'll be introducing an app called Handbrake, which is the best open source app for compressing video size. And don't worry, I'll be guiding you through each tool step by step so you can stream on your favorite platform. Mine happens to be Restream. If you need to skip around, there'll be timestamps in the description below. So let's get started. So the first thing I want to say is we start with ChatGPT. And the one thing you have to keep in mind when you're asking ChatGPT for a prompt for an AI image is you want to ask for a detailed prompt, regardless of what it is that you're asking for. Make sure you read through the prompt, and once you find it satisfactory, the next step we're going to do is copy the prompt and head over to Ideogram.AI. If you've never used Ideogram before, it's a free app, well, freemium. You can use it for free, and also there's a paid version, but we're using everything for free on this tutorial. So you just paste the prompt in. As you're seeing, what I have chosen is the 16:9 orientation. It will generate 4 images for you. The thing to keep in mind is you have to look very closely at each one because it's AI, and so it doesn't get things perfect every time. And so what you may see me doing on the screen is circling the parts of the images that it generated that I didn't want to use. I went ahead and remixed a couple of the images, but if you want a detailed tutorial on Ideogram, it's easy to find them all over YouTube. On the free version of Ideogram, when you're downloading an image, you'll get it in 70% quality. And so that's why next I'm going to Canva. And here I'm going to upload all the images I chose from Ideogram. And there's an AI image upscaler in Canva. I don't know if it's free because I use Canva Pro, but I think it is. And so I'm going to upscale the image and begin editing it for the live stream. In Canva, I opened a YouTube video document, then set the image as a background. And then what I'm going to be focused on is animating this page. I find that the photo zoom animation is best. And what I do is I go in, I don't set it on both, I put it on enter and slow down the amount of movement that's in it, because remember we're creating a relaxing video. The next thing I do is increase the timing on that particular clip to be 30 seconds. Then I duplicate the clip, go back to the animation of photo zoom and set it now to be out. So they're both opposing. In between those two clips, I set the transition to be match and move. That's the one I found works best, so it's not jarring if someone is looking at the screen. For each step of this process, I highly suggest that you go and test your work so that you don't go forward and have to come back and do any steps over. As you'll also see for this process, there's a bit of back and forth, almost like a ping pong, which is why I think I find it easier to do on my PC. We're now back on ChatGPT, and I have put the picture in and asked for a prompt for a detailed video clip that we will generate in the next app. When you look at your image, you want to decide what part of it that you want it to move, and that is what you're going to ask ChatGPT to prompt. So in this case, I wanted the fireplace to move. Next, we're heading over to an AI app called Hailuo.AI, where we can generate short video clips. Not to worry, I'm going to leave links in the description to every single app that I'm using in this tutorial. One fabulous thing about Hailuo is when you first log in to enter, you get 3 days free to use to generate as many images as you want to. I've gone through that, but each day now you get 100 credits, and each video generation will cost you 30 credits. On this app, we're going to choose image to video. Then we're going to upload the image that we took from Ideogram and paste the video generation prompt that we got from ChatGPT. Then hit the generate button and use your 30 credits. Now, the thing I have to warn you about with this app, any app that we're using for free, I love the videos that this app generates, but today, as far as I'm concerned, I got lucky. I only have to wait 5 minutes. There are times when I've come on when there are 5,000 people in front of me and I have to wait that long for the video to generate. In those situations, sometimes I'll go and use another video clip called Vivago. I just don't happen to like their videos quite as much as I like the ones from this app. Once your 6-second video is created, you can download it, but you'll see that it has a watermark, and that's where we're going next. Let me say that I know that this process may seem long and cumbersome, but the truth is practice makes better, and so the more you do it, the easier it will become. Generally, it will take me less than an hour. Next, we move to Vmake.ai, which is, I find, the simplest way to remove your watermark. You simply upload your video and it does it on its own. What it is going to generate is going to be a 5-second video, but we're not worried about that because next I'll show you how I extend the video. Now we head back to Canva. In between the 2 previous clips that we had generated, we're going to add a page and bring in the video that we just downloaded from Vmake. We're going to set that as a background, and then we're going to press on the playback button and bring it down to the lowest amount it can be. By the way, if you're enjoying this video so far, then please click the like button. And as you can see, that extended our 5-second clip to 19.5 seconds. Right here is where I recognized that I had made a mistake. The clip that I had put in to Vmake was not the one I had in there, but it's an easy fix, because all I needed to do is bring in the other clip. All the photo zoom and is already on that particular page, and so I did it to the first page and the last page, so that all clips are now showing the same image. Then the next important step is that in between all of the clips that are there now, I go back to the transition and add the match and move to make the video have a seamless flow. Then I clicked on the video clip that we generated and duplicated it, and then changed the position of it. So we're going from the still photo to the video to the still photo to the video, except the photo frames already have gentle movement in them. We're trying to create a flow so that it's an easy video for anyone to watch for a relaxation live stream. Generated a clip that is 1 minute and 38 seconds, which is perfect. The other thing that I always suggest though, before you take your file out of Canva, is to rename it so that it will be easier for you to find it when we go through the rest of the process. Next, we're heading over to YouTube Studio, which is a fantastic resource. There's a way for you to look for music by genre. And since I already know that this was going to be for a jazz live stream, that's what I did. I tested quite a few songs to see which ones would go together, and then I downloaded them. The music that's available in the YouTube audio library has no copyright issues and is free to download, at least at this stage when I'm not yet monetized. I find that a lot of people don't actually utilize this enough for their live streams. There's all kind of music that you can find to create whatever type of vibe you're going for with your live stream. I like to use CapCut because I find it very simple. This is, however, not a full tutorial on how to use CapCut. I have a playlist on my channel that is made up of experts talking about how to use different apps. So you could check that out if you've never used CapCut before. So I bring the video clip in and add the track to the timeline. Remember, it's 1 minute and 38 seconds. By the time we're done, it's going to be about 6 minutes. Now, if you're not interested in doing it the complicated way I'm going to do it, then this 1 minute and 38 seconds to combine with the music will be enough. But what you see me doing here is I duplicate the track and I like to use the transition called mix because it's very smooth. You know, different videos call for different things. Relaxation videos call for relaxation all the way through. And then I'm gonna import all the audio clips that I decided to use, but I'm only going to use 2 of them. I'm gonna test them next to each other and see how they are. What you will see me doing here, and I think this is very important, is I will stretch out the timeline on the sound because I don't want the song to end too abruptly before it transitions to the next song. And so then I'll test them beside each other and see how they sound going from one into the next. And I will keep on duplicating the video clip on that track line and putting the mix transition in between them until I get to the end of the second song. The reason I can do this is because of the app I'm going to show next called Handbrake, because you'll see in a while that this file turns out to be very big. However, if you look at those channels on YouTube that do like 24-hour streaming, they use quite a few songs. So the most I can get away with on this one is 2 songs. And what I have found when I did that is when people found my relaxation live streams, I ended up getting quite a lot of watch hours because people would actually fall asleep to them because it doesn't get boring. They don't just stay on there for like 2 seconds and come off. Some people actually last the full 6 minutes, by which time a lot of people fall asleep and then they wake up and turn it off. So this is why I am even doing this tutorial on doing live streaming this way. Here you can see me showing you that the file is 350 megabytes, which cannot be used in the Restream app, which I like to use. Your video has to be under 250 megabytes. I am so excited to tell you about this app called Handbrake. You'll have to download it on your computer the same way that you will download CapCut Web. This is definitely not a tutorial on how to use it, but I'm just gonna let you follow to see what I'm doing on the screen. However, in the description, I will have the 5-minute tutorial that I watched to set this up so that every time I go in there, I have barely anything to do because the tutorial taught me how to create what's called a YouTube preset. Here you see me just showing you the different things that I click on. I'm showing you what they have done that I learned from the tutorial. So the important part though is once I have my video in, I set it to the YouTube preset and then I hit the browse button at the bottom of the page and I go and rename my file so that once again it will be easy for me to find. And so really I just use the same name and put the word compressed at the end of it. Then you hit the start encode button and that will begin the process. This video took about 28 minutes to compress, but it's also important to know that you don't lose any quality in the video in the compression, and that's what makes this tool so fabulous. As you can see, it went from 332 megabytes to 37.4 megabytes, and that's, I'm really hoping you check out the tutorial below because this app is amazing, and as an open source app, it is completely free. And now we're at the end of this process. It's very important for your live stream to create a thumbnail. So I'm just gonna let you watch me do this one. All I did was put the picture in, set it as the background. First, of course, choosing the YouTube thumbnail dimensions that are available on Canva, and then bring my text in. For this video, I decided to go with a pretty bold text, archival black, and then I decided to use the neon text effect. I find that it may be a little bit trending. And then what you'll see me doing is deciding on the color. First, I was going with like a gold, and then I decided on a purple because those are kind of my brand colors. And that's it. You know, we have successfully completed all the steps necessary in creating this AI-generated relaxation live stream. I'm going to be linking my relaxation live stream playlist at the end so you can have a look to see some of the streams that I have created so that they can inspire you in any way. I want to thank you for making it to this point. If you have any questions at all about any part of this process, or you want to see more about any part of this process, then please leave a comment. My channel is not really about tutorials in this kind of niche, but I feel very passionate about this one since I have discovered it. I also want to direct you to another channel called My Legacy Studios, where she does fantastic tutorials on all things AI. This video is really meant to be a resource, so remember to check the description for just about everything I mentioned. It will be almost like a little library down there. If this is something that interests you, then I hope you give it a try. Take care, and thanks for watching.